Do y'all niggas see what y'all doing, boy? 1,400 subscribers. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I love you guys, bro. Like, excuse my language, but are y'all serious, bro? Y'all really turning up like that, bro? Man, for all the OGs, bro. Nigga, I love y'all, bro. For all the new people, I love y'all, bro. Welcome to the fam, cuz. I'm telling you, we finna have a whole lot of new fire shit going on, bro. You feel me? But especially for the niggas that's new to the channel, bro. This is the video for y'all, bro. I'm watching out for y'all. This is 5 tips that's gonna make you a better shooter. You know what I'm saying? 5 tips that a new shooter, if you're an advanced shooter, you could probably teach me something. Let me know something in the comments. You feel me? If I said something wrong, if I could adjust some new stuff, you feel me? Let me know. But this is 5 tips that I could say helped me, because I only been shooting for about 9 to 10 months. You feel what I'm saying? Well, 8 to 9 months. So these are some tips that I have used that I can say helped me go from, like, my shit was ass. I'm talking about no aim to, if I want to hit something, I can hit something. I'm not saying I have the greatest aim. I can always improve. I'm always going to get better. I'm nowhere near my master potential. You feel what I'm saying? But these are tips that help me get to where I am now. So with all that talking aside, my nigga, this is tip number 1. Having proper grip. Having proper grip is everything. Like, and for me, like, this is a way to do something. This is not the absolute only way to do it. But me, bro, I like to have, like, this right here, beaver tail, you know what I'm saying? For the new people, all you advanced guys, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all already know what's going on. So I like to just have a real high grip, a real solid grip. You feel what I'm saying? And you feel me? Other hand, my support hand, I just slap that bad boy right up here. And with my thumbs, bro, this is where this is where I get to tip number 2, I guess. Like, make sure you ride in that frame. You feel what I'm saying? Because right here, bro, like, you gotta think, you still got so much play game. Like, when this gun is moving, you know what I'm saying? That slide is coming back. Like, you getting that jump forward, bro. Dang, you need them thumbs on that frame to be able to keep that motherfucker solid right where you need it to be, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to really be having your thumbs up type shit. And that was my main issue. If you see my past videos, I would always do this. I'm still working on it. So at the time of me telling you this video, bro, I'm just now really locking in, like, keeping my thumbs down on that frame whenever I'm shooting. Because, like, we all know this motherfucker gonna go bang. We all know that it's gonna start jumping. And especially if you're gonna get into faster shooting, you know what I'm saying? Your gun gonna be moving a lot. You see what I'm saying? And, like, hold up. Even with the smaller ones too, though, like, think about it. You don't want, man, just ride that frame. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. I know y'all niggas out there. Nah, bro. Pause. But yeah, man, you just want to make sure that you got your thumbs on that frame. So, tip number 3. I want to thank my boy tiglizzy for putting me on this shit a few months back, but with these red dots, again, like I said, bro, with these red dots, you're not actually like using the red dot itself. If you, I don't know if that, it's not pointing at me actually. I don't know if that, like, it's a reference point. When you see your red dot, that just lets you know, okay, hey, my front post lined up, everything's lined up perfectly how they need to be. You feel what I'm saying? And you need to just be focused on your target, if you see what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to be using the red dot to aim at what you're aiming, if you see what I'm saying. Same thing like if you're on keyboard and mouse, or, you know what I'm saying? You're not sitting there looking at your mouse, trying to see where your cursor's at, and then, you know what I'm saying, you aim at it and then click. Nah, bro, you feel me? Your muscle moves the mouse because you already know what's going on, and then whenever you see somebody or on the game or whatnot, you see someone, boom, you click the mouse, you hit what you want to hit. It's not you sitting there looking at the mouse, looking at what's going on your screen, and then you keep looking until you get where you need to go. No, that's why dry fire is crucial. You see what I'm saying? So being target focused is like one of the biggest things, because you're not always gonna see that red dot. You feel what I'm saying? You're not always gonna see it, but once you shoot enough and you get the reps in with the dry fire, like, you know where the bullets are going. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know everything's going right, just based off of feel. Same thing when you shoot in basketball. Like, you know that motherfucker goes like, as soon as that motherfucker leave fingers, you know that motherfucker going in, you feel me? Same thing with the shooting. So, yeah, bro, being target focused. Tip number 4, not slapping the trigger, not slamming the trigger down. You see what I'm saying? Weapon is clear. But what I mean by not slamming the trigger down is whenever majority of the people go to shoot, they see something, and I'm not going to have my support hand there because you're not going to be able to see anything, but they just go ahead and boom, they pull that trigger down. Now, there you go. So now I got you. Like, look at that. No, bro. You don't just slam that trigger down. And this ties back into dry fire. But with that dry fire, you feel what I'm saying? You want to take up all this slack. Like, you really want to be sitting on that wall. Because, like, why do you want to be in a situation where you about to shoot your firearm, or you at the range, or you about to shoot, and you see you have all this shit lined up, you have all this shit ready to shoot, and then now you have to just waste all this extra time to just take all this shit up? No, bro. You sit on that wall, you know what I'm saying? Once you've actually said, hey, like, I know what's going on behind my target. My red dot or my iron sights are lined up. Everything's cool. Bro, you're on that wall. You don't gotta just pull that motherfucker back. Now that you're sitting on that wall, bro, you don't have no type of movement. Like, there's no type of movement going on to where your barrel or your anything wants to dip down or move left or right. Hell nah. You feel me? I know a lot of people say about where you put your finger on that trigger, bro. Everybody has different sized hands. Like, what works for me ain't gonna work for instance, like, what works for me on this gun is not gonna be the same thing that it's good for my wife. It's not as comfortable for my wife. Like, she'll probably, but it's like, once you get those reps in and you're doing it slow, and you're taking your time to see what you're doing wrong, you're polishing and focusing on the little things, you know what I'm saying? That's when you're gonna start to get better. But, like, all of this really ties back into dry fire, which is really important. You feel what I'm saying? And tip number 5 which I would say like your draw. I'm not, like, I know some shit about it. You feel me? I would say, you know what I'm saying, with your draw, or just with concealing in general, you know what I'm saying, you want to have your good holster. You want to focus on that clip, like having a good clip that's going to secure to your belt, having a good EDC belt, you know what I'm saying, like being a good shooter. Like, if you can't draw your weapon, there is no weapon that can be used to shoot. You see what I'm saying? So, having that holster, being able to have it on your person, and being able to consistently pull your gun out and being able to do what you need to do from one spot all the time, you need that holster. You feel what I'm saying? And with the draw, bro, I can't lie, dog. I got my boy Rios. He knows a lot more about that shit than I do. You feel what I'm saying? Firearm instructor, all type of shit like that. So I'ma just let y'all boys see what he gotta say about it. But let that boy Rios tell y'all about that draw. Let him put y'all on some game. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'ma see y'all back in a little bit.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rios Reloaded. Shout out my dog ZB for having me a part of this video. Most important things when it comes to concealed carry will be get you a good holster. Doesn't matter the price, just make sure the quality of the clip, the quality of its finger trigger guard is up to par, right? The last thing you want to do is have this in your belt line and then you're going to draw the pistol and your trigger guard's not covered and you shoot your leg before you shoot the person trying to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? So get you a good holster, and along with that, get you a good belt. This one is from Idle Gear. It's a ratcheting belt, so at any given time, I can loosen my belt, you know, stand up, sit down, whatever I need to do. And when I put my pistol on, all it is a simple push, and it's tightened. Last one that I would say is your draw itself, right? And with that, there's like two things in it. Clear your garment. If you can't clear your clothes out the way, you're a dead man, right? Just because you got a gun, you is not invincible. So dry fire is the most important thing in your life when you conceal carry a gun. So, number one, clearing the garment, and then number two, the draw itself. Me, every time I pick it up, drop, my hand is already right there. And on top of that, as you guys can see, my firearm is either pointed at the ground or the target or the threat at all times. I don't do this sweeping motion because then you just flag in innocent civilians and innocent businesses and down the line, you know? So those are my tips. I'm Rios Reloaded. ZB, I'ma holla at you, boy.